2010. Holy shit! You just need
Isn't
the
it
fingerless gloves.
Just
Yeah.
Fingerless gloves, and then having that brings me back. That
Like
actually
the
looked
actual
really good.
hairdo that
The
one
hair
kid I
parted.
told you I was people watching Tim had. Except
Yeah.
he had like the fingerless gloves and like the
Yeah.
chainmail type stud rings on like all
You
the
would look
clothes.
good as the emo of 2012. Oh god, the era. And
Yeah.
hello everybody, and welcome to today's discussion of Sweden's time where we had futisar and emos in school. Holy shit, that was an insane thing. But now we are in Foundry, and we are at the warehouse. Some of us are in Foundry at least. And today we are unfortunately missing one of our players, the anchor, Simon, Joshua, the one who keeps the party reined in. And today, unfortunately, they're going to be let loose in the world, doing what they want and giving the DM a headache, as they are probably going to split up and do a million things because they want to.
Oh yeah, we probably should discuss what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
Also, I just realized we don't have a healer now.
I mean, he's here if you bring him, but... So, today's episode is number 13. Shit, it's only 13. That's my fault. Not enough. Should be... We're missing, 3, I believe? Because we started early January. Anyways, the title of today is Abduction. And the players are a bit like, what the fuck is going to happen? Because of the title. We had a very tumultuous last session where the players came into the possession of a warehouse, and as they opened it, found a guy who wasn't really a guy, but was a basilisk mutation, more or less, who still seemed humanoid. And as the party had different intentions, Charles wanted to run away and get the guards, or just help in general. And then Kinnan and the others kind of rushing in and trying to defeat this, but it became apparent throughout the fight that this thing still had some sort of humanity left within it, and was speaking and spooking out the players and the characters.
And asking to die.
He did ask to be killed because of reasons. So we had a small montage where Charles stormed out, followed shortly by Oscar, and them kind of having a moment talking about what was happening, and then leaving for a temple, I believe, that you were about to do with your hand, because your hand looks fucked up.
That was the plan, yeah.
Kinnan and Joshua was starting to move things away. Nisani was standing in the corner with a perfumed handkerchief, trying not to puke off the smell. Castian was helping out, I think, as well inside, and just being very with villainy of standing and twirling the flame. So we'll jump into it with us kind of coming to, I believe, the temple. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump to this map. Now, there is going to be a temple in your way, and we can see what type of temple that is in just a moment.
It loads.
Yep.
3, 4,
Classic
5, 6,
98%.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Yeah,
12,
yeah.
13, 14. Roll me a d14, please.
Who?
You.
Me. 13, you said.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I
I
thought you
have
said
one of those
14.
in real life.
I did say 14, but...
14, sorry.
That's fine.
Not much of a difference.
Sure. So, as you make your way west from here to the temple that you've seen every time going in and out of this place, you know that there is a... let's see.
Behold the D14.
Oh, yes, there is a temple there, Tim, but I would like to write what type of temple as well.
I'm still
Canvas
stuck
drawing
in my
failed
mood.
for drawing layer. Anybody else get that message?
There we go.
No.
Ooh, the buildings look nicer.
They shouldn't. They look the same.
I
So-
feel like the green buildings on the bottom have more color. Did I just miss
There
that?
is a temple to Horan in the way there, and for the players, we can all roll a religion to see what your characters know about this specific god.
Is there a way to like go to our characters quickly?
Oh, there we go.
Let's see. I could always just do this and do assigned characters. Yeah, but that's fine. You can roll a religion.
Religion. There we go. Ooh, I rolled well.
That was a nice dice, by the way.
Where is our
The purple one. Oh, can't see that one, barely.
religion? There we go.
Oh, and the pinkest of the pink
Ooh.
dice.
That's neon pink.
So, Oscar knows quite a lot of this god, and you're going to tell me why as I tell you the information about it. So, Corin is the god of greed. He has 3 domains, being glory, trickery, and knowledge. Corin is usually a god that a lot of thieves, rogues, rascals, and the like pray to, because he is, again, he's the god of greed. But the god of greed is generally like, the story behind him is, born out of the need for humans to always have more than they currently have. And the want is what kind of birthed him into existence, because he is a lower god, and like a lesser god, he's not a primal god. And all of the lesser gods are created by humans' emotions and wishes and wants. So that is why he is here. Because the nature of this god, the priests, of course, they take a bit of offering for everything that is done. However, the greed is not limited to just money. So the want and such could be anything. It could be the service of your time. It could be the boots on your feet. It could be like anything depending on the service, but they want something in return, kind of the whole equivalent exchange part. So that is the temple that you're passing by, at least, and the building itself is a rather modest building on the outside. I think that we have a very medieval, like, what we're gonna go with. Let's go with a more of Egypt, Ottoman kind of build, where there's a lot of light stone. There's big columns holding up a rather flat roof with a lot of slanted tiles that are reflecting the sun off. And the whole building gives you very beige and very like it could be plucked up and put down into sand, and it would fit a lot better there. You see a lot of the priests going around, and I will actually give you, Jordan, the opportunity to describe the colors of, like, the color scheme of the god of.
Well, the god of greed, I imagine him being. Is it him?
It is a him, yes. Corin is a him.
Yeah, I imagine him dressed in like robes of known like opulent colors. So like it would be a lot of reds and purples, because those colors are generally historically like hard to make and therefore extremely expensive. Hence why only, say, the Roman senators had the red sashes and no one else did, and why purple is considered a royal color because it was so expensive. So I imagine a lot of like blues and reds and purples.
Okay. I think then maybe we have a purple sash together with the coif is on the inside red, and then the entire robe is black, but the trims and everything is like the colors. So the black is like the background, and then all the beautiful colors like stand on top and such, so that they definitely sparkle and make that like boom feeling. And you would see standing on the top of the like 20-ish steps it takes to get up are 5 priests, most of them currently together with other patrons. But why does Oscar know so much about this god in particular?
Honestly, considering Oscar's whole deal about the rich and powerful, and also his generally kept company of the impoverished and Robin Hood-like, I imagine he'd know a lot about that god, particularly because of like all of that. Either because he wanted to know himself about, hey, maybe the rich people are into this dude, or simply because like he heard about him from like rogues and such, as you described.
I think, hilarious enough, as you would start to learn about this god and the greed, you would probably realize that your want for the rich to, be released of their belongings and such and give that
Their
to the poor.
burdens.
Yeah, that would also fall underneath what is considered to be within the god of greed's domain, so that it would probably be like even be calling is the wrong thing, but you would start to get that this god is the god to give you probably what it is that you want. In terms of all the gods, he probably fits the best with your ideology, because he's not a pro-rich nor a pro-poor. It's just a like, you want, I give kind of god.
Yeah.
So you walk past her. Is this anything that you would want to enter together with Charles, or would you rather proceed further, looking for other temples that might help you?
Can you just ping it on the map where it is, because I can't find it.
Oh, can't you see the text?
No, I can't see the text.
I mean,
That
you
might-
can, but it's kind of hard. No, I don't see any text in this place.
I
Actually.
don't see any text.
Good.
New text.
Right test. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Oh, you see the
I'm
temple, right?
writing all that shit down.
Weird. Did we ever put a place down rocks for Nisani's patron? I don't think we did, right?
No.
Then we will do that in a moment. Well, or whenever you go back to it. So,
I'd want to stop by the temple.
Okay.
And what are we traveling as a group, or?
I think it's only you and Charles, because you're still mad at the others. So,
Do you mind if we stop here for a second? It's a temple as any other. I need help with this hand.
then
This works for me. This isn't exactly the area I would frequent, so
Fair enough.
this is good enough for you. It's good enough for me.
Fair enough. Then, if you don't mind, and I'm gonna turn up the stairs.
Yep.
And is there like a deposit box, like a tithing box?
yes, as you get to the top, imagine a bronze brazier kind of thing. So there's like this big bowl of bronze where there is currently a flame burning, and inside it there's a lot of things. So it's meant for you toss in something that you don't want to keep anymore, and that's the kind of offering, because it doesn't go to the humans here, but rather it gets burned, given to the god. Relinquish your greed. What do you throw in?
Funnily enough, as far as items go, I don't really have much that I don't want or need. So
That's the thing.
yeah, that is the thing. I have money, but that's kind of boring. In all honesty, it actually flip.
So to give you, because you rolled a 19,
Mhm.
the priests are probably more prone to help you if they see you relinquish something that you truly want to keep a hand of.
Mhm. And even just like respect-wise, Oscar would want to give something he considers valuable. Like even if it's just personal value, he would like
You have a rope on your hand?
I do
Ooh.
have a rope on my hand. But oddly enough, I think Oscar's gonna give away his quarterstaff.
Okay.
I would
As
probably like
you-
watch this from like afar and just
Yeah.
not like afar, but not up next to him as he does this.
As you place this stuff that has been given to you by Ferdinand inside the bracelet, it suddenly glows a deep green color. And it turns slowly but slowly more black. And then from the bottom up, it goes back to its color. And one of the priests notices and walks over to you, kind of bows his head. I understand that was hurtful. I am happy that you gave away precious for yourself. What can I be of service for? My name is Robber.
Could you give us that in chat?
My name is Rubber.
Rubber, like rubber,
Ru-
the item rubber.
Or
Okay.
he just can't pronounce the letter T very well. And his name is actually Robert, but he said
I'm gonna
Rubber.
call him Rubber.
Yeah.
Three. Well, I think it's pretty obvious that I need help with my hand.
You show it to him and he kind of just looks. Oh my. I believe
Yeah.
that we have someone that can help you, but he looks back at you, kind of in the eyes. As Tim chews a grape. I don't think that healers can do much, but we can put the fingers back in place and sprain them.
That's all I ask.
He nods and kind of holds out his arm for you to take a hold of and walk with him.
Other arm.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, actually, probably left hand because he's
Yeah.
right hand dominant.
So he kind of leads you very gently, almost like you're going to a dance together, and through the large, again, very like old when it comes to the style of it, bronze doors, and on the inside there's large columns, and between each of the columns there's people, and these statues depict people that are keeping to their greed, kind of thing. Where you see a like the scenes would probably be a person holding on to something about being robbed, choosing to try to hold on to this and probably getting hurt rather than relinquishing the things. You see a big fat man sitting with just everything rolling off him, money, there's food, there's like too much of everything. And it just kind of continues as you go down the aisle to a bolted door, which the man kind of puts a key into one of the locks and then unlocks it and removes the large bolt and leads you into a rather small infirmary where you sit on a stone bed with just a thin layer of bedding to it.
Yeah.
And he kind of turns to you. I will be back just very shortly. Yes. Sorry.
Of course.
Like nods and just very, very humble as he leaves. The door is still open, and 40 seconds later, a very tall and slender man enters. You notice he's not wearing the robes of the the other clerics and such, but he's wearing necklaces that symbol is with Corin, and it's a hand holding on to a bloody coin.
Badass. Love it.
So this very obvious physician looks at you and looks at your fingers, gives you this look of how the fuck did you manage this kind of deal? I'm not even going to ask.
I punched the robot.
I don't even know what a robot is, if I'm to be honest, but it doesn't truly matter. Now, I'm going to...
Would you ask her know what a robot is?
Probably not, but an automaton is probably the better word
Yeah,
for it. But then again, I'm going to have to break your fingers again.
Expected as much.
He
you have something to bite down on?
Yeah, just as you say that, he pulls out a freshly minted kind of, 10 inches rod of wood that you can put your teeth in. Okay.
Yeah, I have.
On three.
Not 10 inches,
You ready?
but
1, 2, 3. And then he waits a little bit, and then he does it. And as you...
Not okay.
as you scream and squelch and almost faints, he kind of just holds on to you very gently, like these hurting fingers. He puts bandage around them, like locking them up really close and hard together, then putting several small and wooden pieces on your fingers around and also along the wrist.
the whole immobilization thing of
So the hand needs to rest, and I see from the muscles that you are right hand dominated. Please refrain from using it.
I know the consequences of if I don't.
Do you need me to immobilize most of the arm to make it easier for you not to use it?
I think I'll manage fine, thank you.
He looks at you, like giving you this, Dad, are you sure kind of look.
If you have a sling for just so that I can carry it more easily, I'd be grateful, but I don't think I need extra immobilization.
He'd go to a small drawer, pull out a linen cloth, and kind of look at you, tie it, and then put it around your shoulder.
Just
yeah.
Thank you very much.
He nods. Thank you. And he looks at the fingers. He looks at you trying to, not show any pain or anything at all. He walks over and kind of gives you a small bag of green-red grounded spice, probably. Put this in hot water. Stir it for enough time to make the water slightly reddish color. And drink it should you need any pain alleviation.
Thank you very much.
Oops.
Thank you
Thumbs up.
for
Charles suddenly warped in here. You said
Well,
that
I
Charles
thought I
was
was
outside.
in here. No.
No.
I said he was watching from a distance, but not
Yes.
up next to him. I thought he was in the temple, like stepping
why
back
would
where
he?
the guy
Why
was
would
doing
they
this.
take you? You never said.
All right,
that you
listen. I
walked after.
misunderstood. I thought I was like just kind of shadowing him there. That's.
Oh,
that's
the glitch of like you see a head coming around a corner and then the body is still outside, just like. No, I think that you would have been outside. You would probably have tried to walk inside, but if you didn't do an offering, you wouldn't have been permitted into the temple. But you see kind of probably standing there and being a bit sour about the whole ordeal of not being admitted to the temple without offering anything. You see Oscar walking back out, and this is where we over to the warehouse where Nasani and the others are kind of standing around.
Place is a mess. We should hire people to clean it.
We should what?
Hire people to clean up?
Oh, to clean up, yes.
I
I
have.
think
Yeah.
so too.
It was pretty bad like, when we came, but now it's even worse. And there's like,
The problem I feel is if we hire people, they'll know about the sewer access and us being here.
oh,
That's not good, no.
that isn't good.
I think I think that with just some tiny bit of magic and time, it will be good. No, it will be good, as in it won't be smelly and bloody.
Good is a strong word for that purpose, but yeah, maybe.
I mean, later on we can always hire people and do things with it, but I think I don't know.
You do not pay people for doing stuff?
No, of course we do when we have money, but
I do.
again,
Oh, but it's... Oh, okay, yes.
no, it's fine. It's fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if the others are angry, I guess.
Angry about what?
Wanted to die. Right?
This whole ordeal. I agree with you that he wanted to die, but Charles seemed to be determined that we should have ran, and I don't know what came to me, but I got really angry and I yelled at him.
Yes, but to be fair, I mean, all of you yell at everybody. So, you know, it's fine. That's just what you do, I guess,
Don't
right?
you yell at people, you rich folks?
No, I don't have to.
Me
mean, if
neither.
If
People
they
usually just listen to me.
Yes.
nice, I guess.
I'm not a good example for this situation. Just saying.
Well, usually
Alright.
when something bad happens, you know, and you're supposed to make somebody feel better, I guess, you can buy them something? Maybe you can buy something for Ben? Charles,
Ooh.
I mean?
Thank you, Cass, but I don't think that's what's done. I have an idea, but you know what? I can see how you don't want to be in the Sunny. You two can go and find yourself a tavern somewhere,
What?
and I'll clean this up.
I know beautiful flower such as I am looks quite out of place here. But
It's not that.
I
It's
need-
also that I know that you won't do anything inside to help clean.
I can
I
help.
can help decorate.
Yes, but we need cleaning first. Are you saying that you're gonna stand on your knees mopping up the blood on the floor?
No.
No, then you can go make yourself useful somewhere else.
I mean, I can probably, like, if you need some cleaning products, I can probably survey those and find the stuff you need to clean.
I'm not sending you away because you're doing bad or anything. I'm just telling you that you don't need to waste your time standing here and trying to be composed when you hate the smell and the sight of it.
I agree, I like this. I think that you and I should, you know what I think would be amazing, Nazani? If we put up like sheets, you know, like they have in some of the brothels, you know, or I
Oh,
mean,
yes.
yes,
Make it feel homey.
yes. I'm losing my accent. Fuck. No, I think that that would be super good. Do you want to have some sort of what do you like? I look to Keenan.
You kind of stand there. I haven't.
That's no answer.
No, but I haven't had a place before.
Oh,
That's
good. Okay, well, then we take
fine.
care of it. Fine.
Like, do you need like a weapon things? Like the place
Weapon
for
things.
weapons? Yeah, we could make like a little training area, and then we could make. I would need a place with like some kind of desk to do my mixes and
Yes,
stuff.
yes, desks.
Maybe a little vanity.
Yes, of course. But why do they need a fighting area? They find fights
I
everywhere
don't know.
anyway.
I
That's
don't
true.
quite know what these people like. I
Yeah,
just
I don't know
figure
either.
the violence and yeah.
How
is true.
about you think about what you want to do with the place when everybody's here and we know what we all want?
Cleaning products, I can get rid of bloodstains quite easily. I have experience
Sure.
in the matter.
But
Don't
why?
ask me how.
I'll wait here and you can go and
So wait,
grab what's needed.
we're supposed to go and get things, and then we're gonna come here back, and then we wait for the others, and we ask them what they wanted.
No, I'm telling you, just go and buy the cleaning stuff, leave it here, and then go somewhere else, and then we can all reconvene when we can.
Nasani, I'm stumped again. You need to help me again. I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know about
okay.
shit.
So, I think we're just gonna go buy stuff to help them clean. Right? Like this place doesn't seem to have the right equipment. Keep it well
there's
maintained.
water, and you just spray a lot
Yeah,
of water.
water is not gonna
Yes, it does.
water is not this place is nastier than water would allow to clean.
Whatever. I follow you, I guess.
Okay. We're just gonna go buy some nice smelling stuff to put over the mess, and then it's gonna be better.
Bye, Keenan.
Hidden looks utterly defeated as
Are
he
you
turns
sure you
around.
don't want to come shop with us?
He kind of just like picks up one of the boxes and starts like carrying it off to one of the sides, probably either ignoring you, not hearing you, or being lost in thought.
So no, let's go.
Nasani, I don't understand these people. I don't. One
It's
moment
okay.
they are yelling at each other, another one, what are they doing? They're like, ignoring you, and then they don't want to know anything about you. And then suddenly they're happy and they're drunk, and I don't know what's going on.
Men's
There is
emotions are very complex. Just you're not gonna understand it most of the time. It's okay.
Men have like two emotions, but sure. Sad and horny.
Quiet and angry.
Character.
I'll
I'm a
fight
character.
Yeah.
Character.
Okay. So he's okay. Yes, but that's good.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah,
He's okay.
good. Okay, cool.
Good is not the word I would use. Okay.
Not good.
Okay.
I am so confused. Anyway, you lead
I'll
way
be right
and I
back.
just follow. I still think water is best.
We'll use water. We'll just add stuff to it. Make it nice.
You can go ahead and lop off I'd say 10 silver for the reagents, and other things needed for cleaning, and also the help for you to carry it there because you are not carrying it yourself.
No, definitely not.
What do you mean? You're not gonna carry it for free? Have you seen
No,
his
Master-
arms?
Master
you
says
seen
that
this
we
face?
can't. It's a part of the fee.
Well, I hope at least you're gonna be good conversation as we walk.
Ew. Why?
Yes.
There we go. Come, boy.
You have like a boy in so dragging a very large cart, looking very flustered as you make your way down through the Emir ward back to the warehouse. Does Joshua, Oscar, return to the warehouse, or would you go somewhere else for the day?
That's actually a pretty good question.
I know, that's why I'm the DM.
But I have an answer. I would want to go to the Arcanum to check if Grand Meister is finally available.
You have been told to wait for the letter.
That was almost
That
a
was a
month
long
ago at
time
this
ago.
point.
Yes. But just so that you as Yoon doesn't forget that you have
Yeah,
been told to
I
wait.
know.
Good. So
But that was almost a month ago, yeah.
yeah, it is almost a month ago now, isn't it? Let's see. The calendar is we started the campaign at the I believe like 6th or something. So it's almost been a month.
Mm-hmm.
We'll wait for Ben as well, just
Yeah.
to see what he does and such.
I'm just making sure the poor boy that we rallied to carry our stuff doesn't know any useful information. Because Nazani is gonna fucking interrogate him at the
What would useful information be?
You know, this stuff is very good for cleaning up blood, like lots of it. Did
His
you meet
color
like
goes
any
white.
other? Yeah, did you meet any other people who bought a load of this stuff?
Roll me a D100.
I fucking love that. I gotta say, holy shit.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's slash roll.
After roll, space 1d100.
Okay.
Two
Oh,
clueless
catchphrase.
dolls.
She
And
didn't.
how do I add the d6?
So the D6
Oh,
doesn't
and
go in
no,
here.
You
in
can
this
just
one.
Okay.
Yeah,
space
I'll say
plus 1d6 works.
No
but
need for a
you don't
space
know.
there. So just do plus. No, like he just kind of looking like you're talking about all the blood. He's like, what blood? Is that what you could cleaning up? Like,
I'm a nurse.
you don't look like a nurse. You look like one of those fancy ladies that rich men pay.
Yes, exactly. There's one of them on their cycle right now. That's why. Blood.
He just looks at you like you're the dumbest person he's ever seen, and then just kind of goes like, "Sure."
Which might be a fair assessment.
At first, I just throw that out, and then I look at Nasani and just like, was that insensitive?
No.
Okay, good, because you know I am
Yeah.
talking about hypothetical people. Could be
But
anybody.
you're lying.
What?
I think the more you talk, the worse it's gonna be.
Oh,
You
shit.
should just smile.
Oh, I mean,
Don't
no.
worry, boys.
Good.
Don't worry, boy. We're not gonna kill you for
You're not.
catching on to us.
You're not with this weirdo, are you?
What
Which
are you
weirdo?
calling weirdo, kid?
This one, and like nudging towards Cass. You could do much
He's my
better.
friend.
Oh,
my friend.
friend. Right, I thought that you were doing it.
What?
Doing it.
Aren't you a little
We
bit too
tried.
small to know that?
My brother knows a lot of things.
That's gross. Alright.
You're gross.
You're grosser.
Yes.
All right, boys.
There's no
Enough
coming back from
babbling.
that.
Aw,
You eventually end up where you were from the start, and we'll go over to Charles and Oscar as Oscar leaves the temple.
So, what does your hand look like right now, Oscar? Would you describe that to me?
Like from like about here up, it's just completely wrapped up, immobilized. Like you can probably see like
And
wooden shit
is-
that's holding everything like still.
Is this the same arm that has the rope wrapped around it, or the other arm?
No, that's the other arm. He
That's the
wraps
other
the
arm.
rope around the left because his right hand is dominant, so it's easier to
Okay.
wrap around his.
Got you.
What? Do you okay?
I think I'll be fine as soon as this heals. I should have asked how long that was going to take. Shite.
I guess
Well,
we'll find
until
out.
it does, I'm half useless.
Are you okay? About your staff, that is, parting with it.
It's fine. It's a staff. Oh,
You know,
I
it'll
can
make you
always get
feel
another.
better. Getting another. Do you? I'm not exactly in a hurry to get back. You ever try okra?
I haven't. I haven't. Or, sorry, I haven't, because Scottish accent and stuff. But one I would be willing to try. It might help with the pain, I don't know.
That's
And the priest did give me this, and he shows off like the herb, red green herb that he was given.
That's not what you got from. Christ, what was his?
Solomon? No.
Solomon? No.
No, Solomon just injected me with some potion shite. This is supposed to make a tea
Hmm.
that's supposed to relieve pain. And what I know from pain relief and natural remedies is it's probably going to make me high as shite. Want to
Well,
share?
if tinctures your way, you ever had an okra tincture? I'm
I
sure.
have not.
Well, we're in for one hell of a.
Is it what time is it now? Afternoon? Evening?
So you had gone straight from Kippo's funeral to get your ass beaten in the warehouse. And that entire ordeal, like, it's probably 12:30, 1 o'clock at this point.
Or PM?
It's noon.
Noon.
I don't know which
Ready
12
for
is
one
which.
hell of an afternoon. I'll plan it out. There's a nice little spa place near here for some care that I used to go to. We could go grab a bite to eat, and we'll go and get you a new staff, and we'll get high as shit off whatever meds you have.
That sounds wonderful. You mind if we stop by the Arcanum first? I know that I was told I'd get a letter from the Grand Meister when he was ready to see me, but it's been a faking month. And I have shit to do with him.
If you want to, just yes,
quick
I'm in no
stop.
fucking hurry to do anything. So, what's
Just
another
a quick
detour?
stop.
Well, can I give you a hand? And he's just gonna like whack him on the back, and he's gonna be like, "You're gonna get a lot of this."
I need a quarter staff.
Wait-handedly,
I
I'd
miss
say.
my bonking stick.
And I think we'd make our way over to the Arcanum then.
Towards the Arcanum it is.
You're not
I am.
audible.
So it is pouring down as you walk between the temple and the Arcanum, and the otherwise rather pleasant walk is now just obscured everything. Like, you can't see the temples. There's just people standing in like the alleys underneath the doorways. The good smelling baked goods and such that you usually get a nibble of walking through the city is all closed due to the rain. You get to the Arcanum, and there stands a bunch of probably very sad students and clerks and other whatnot of the Arcanum outside in their hoods in the rain, because they need to be there to answer questions, if anyone should have them.
Excuse me.
Let's see, could you roll me a d4,
What
please?
else?
Excuse me!
Cockney.
I lost my accent!
Accurate.
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
You
Could
lost your-
you
Secretly, the
number
quarter
and then
staff
roll it.
was enchanted, and when he
Ah,
had the
sorry.
quarter staff, it gave him the accent.
call the number between 1 and 4, and then roll
Oh.
again.
Sure. 3.
3.
I wanted 3-2. Materialize it.
Damn it.
It
was the
there is
odd number.
a woman that turns to you, and you can just barely see her rather pudgy face and like long brown locks as her eyes like just kind of. Hey. Yes, walks over towards you.
I don't mean to be a bother. I really don't.
Right.
But I need this. I have business with engineering Grandmeister Klaus something or other. I was told he'd send me a letter, but it's been a faking month.
Could you roll me an insight, please?
Sure. Insight. Boo. That's a bad roll.
I mean, depends on what I roll, right?
There.
You see for a moment like she almost says something, and then like almost you see the cogs turning, and then the engineering meister is sick.
See, I'd believe you, but I've been told he's sick before. Twice.
Yes, and some sickness take a long time to heal. She kind of looks towards your very obviously hurt hand.
There are few illnesses I know of that would take more than a month to heal unless they don't heal at all.
She is about to open her mouth and then kind of, well,
The next time she talks, can I make an insight on her?
sure. Well, you are not a doctor then, nor am I, and I can't tell you. I just have been told he's sick.
Is there anything you can tell me? Genuinely, is there anything you can tell me about him? Since I literally have some of his things that I need to return, and I haven't even gotten the chance to talk to the man.
I am not an engineering student.
Can you direct me toward an engineering student?
She kind of looks towards the other hooded figures kind of standing outside the Arcanum at the moment. I don't think there's anyone out here today, but she looked like, you see this like, God, he's not going to stop bothering me. I guess I'll give him this thing. I'll go and check the scheduling and see whenever there's somebody available.
Thank you most kindly.
And she
Again,
walks
sorry
away.
for bothering you.
And you stand there in the rain.
Yeah, like
waiting.
Cloak over the broken hand to keep it as dry as he can. Not that that's all that
Could
dry.
you please just roll me a charisma check, I guess.
Charisma. Just
Mhm.
general charisma.
General charisma. Also, Ben, she most likely have just been told this. 12. Yeah, I think that's enough. She returns 5 minutes later,
Yay.
walking up towards you, and then
Markin.
kind of scurrying, I guess is the word. There's an engineering student scheduled to take the night watch. Malcolm is his name.
We're just writing that down.
Also, tell me if you guys see this. I'm on self-roll. Do you see this dice roll?
No, but we hear it when we
No.
see it. But like we don't see it, but we see that you've rolled something.
Okay, got you. But you don't see the actual die.
Invisible
I
guys,
changed
so
my
cool.
I changed my dice looking thing, and I
Nice.
wanted to see what it looked like.
Yeah, you can in the dice. You can click test roll.
Oh.
In the thing when you have nice dice up, there's one called like literal test roll that
Yeah.
we don't see.
Got you. That's
Okay.
I'm gonna awkwardly with my left hand, because can't do shit with my right, just grab 10 silver and hand it to her, just as a thank you.
She looks at it. She gives you this half smile. I can't accept that.
Well, too late, I'm giving it to you. Thank you
No,
for your...
I literally can't. I'm not allowed.
Well, that's some bullshit on the Arcanum's part.
Shrugs. Everybody gets the same. Why should one person get more just because they happen to get the person that is willing to give the money?
Well, I think kindness should be rewarded.
And we do. By being out here, we get rewarded. But not by the strangers.
Fair enough. I respect that.
Oh, I can mute sounds for self-roll.
And you walk away towards where?
Then where would we go?
Probably. Well, where are we? We're at the Arcanum right now on the map.
Yeah.
So let's take a look. Where would some like markets and things be, and where was the gentleman that gave me okra?
Yeah, that was where the gentleman gave us.
Is gentleman that gave us okra was up there, and then where would some like places that we could probably get some food and him a new staff be?
Like, you can just pick that up on the way. It's depending on how fancy you
Well,
want.
I was gonna say it'd be really funny if we smoked first and then went shopping, because then we'll be like, what do we end up with? And this food will taste really fun. And I figured that that could make for some interesting results. But
Sure.
that's up to you.
Honestly, at this point, Oscar would not care enough to go shopping first.
So
He is
I
in
guess
pain. He is tired.
yeah, we'll go make Oscar his tea and
Okay.
steep up some okra for Charles.
I mean,
have
if
some
he's there.
tinctures. If he's there.
Roll me a d10, please.
Sure, I don't see any reason why he'd ever leave his house.
He left it
He's
with
in
you
need.
guys to go out into the
That's-
place. Yeah, you get there. So trudging through the city in the rain, kind of hurrying, you walk past the Fire and Blazed, where you can see over the entire area of the Fire and Blazed there is like a thin veil keeping the rain away. It's like, oh, those fuckers, they stay dry even in the rain.
My thought was, oh, fuck, that looks inviting.
It does. It does. But you continue up towards the old man who smoked with Charles and Kinnan. And as you knock on the door, you just hear from the inside, "Who's that?
It's me. I was wondering if you were.
Who the fuck
who?
is me?
Charles. Do you remember the owl bear? Did
Of course
lots
I
of cocaine?
remember, but you're not me. You're Charles, are you
Well,
not?
I figured you don't talk to many people. I have a distinct voice, and
What do you mean? Just because I'm
I'm-
old?
yes, and
Oh, fuck you and come in.
yeah. I'll open the door and howdy, my friend, and he'll give him a small
You
hug.
see him sitting in one of the beanie bags, just like munching on some chocolate, and kind of looking at you. So, you're back.
I'm back. This is my friend Oscar.
I
Good
know
man.
he got fucked by the owlbear.
Yes, that's right.
He did not get fucked by an owl bear. That is bestiality, and I'm not a fan.
Well,
I mean, the owlbear wanted a piece of you.
But not that piece.
So, Charles, if you're making this a common thing, then I am going to make the prompt suggestion of you investing in the Emporium. I'm not certain which I want to go with yet. That is me.
Yeah, I was planning to compensate you unless you mean investing in the Emporium is some weird scheme you have, but no, I was planning to pay for this.
Let me as he pulls up two pipes out of nowhere and starts putting things in them. Let me tell you why it is a great idea over some okra.
Well, I was actually thinking, my friend here is needing to steep his own medicine that, well, unsure side effects. I think it'd be funny to find out. I was wondering, do you have any tea balls? Like the things you put the tea leaves in, like steep
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It'd be like,
Should open up.
Who needs that? I have okra for medicinal purposes as well. And he kind of points, he empties one of the pipes, points to his wall. Take that one down, the one that looks like a lizard on the wall. And you see a stuffed animal, basically. That's a lizard on the wall. And as you take it down, toss it to him, he takes it, pulls out a small container, opens it, puts some okra in, closes it back down, and then hands the one towards and before he hands it, as you probably go to take, he's like, are you sure that your bones are all rightly aligned?
I was at a temple for precisely
entirely
that reason.
sure, because otherwise this will fuck you.
Oh, I know. I am aware.
No, you are not.
Then
well,
explain, please.
Good
No.
money.
There is no need to explain, but just for the sake of this, your bones are aligned. Yes,
Yes.
good. And then he hands it to you.
See-
Smoke first, talk later.
Just a sec.
Yes.
Why is it this always happening when Simon or Joshua isn't here?
Yeah.
It's
Happens when
always the
Joshua's
same.
here sometimes.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
Supervision.
medicinal okra, man. It has herbal.
Thing. The dude talking about Oscar's bones not being aligned is gonna make him paranoid enough to want to do a medicine check on his own hand.
Roll the
Gonna
medicine.
move something out.
Blum, 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 blum. Medicine.
They're alive,
I'm
all right.
rolling like shit.
They are definitely aligned.
Okay, good.
Nice. So you two get two different okras, and then before Charles takes it, he's like, you can take this one, which I know will give you a good high, but I also have something else.
Go on.
He would pull up a small, again, jar of ceramic, where you just see experiment number 347, and then he opens it. Now this one in particular, it has a slight psychedelic part to it.
Yeah, well, that's not something I've done in my time, but is it like okra?
Yeah, everything is okra, but this okra makes you have lucid dreams. You come into a dream state, your body becomes paralyzed, and then you enter your dreams, but you can control them, which is the most important part. So it's if you know the drug Shimmer that people go, and you being in the slums, you know what Shimmer is, and Shimmer is the drug that everybody that has lost something or never had anything takes to kind of go into their dream state and then live out their life in there.
Oh, like heroin.
Yes.
Okay.
But this is purely okra, but it has a single small strain that allows you to do this.
So in his head, Charles is kind of thinking back to the I'm just gonna call it the Oasis inside
Sure.
of like
I
the
think
desert
that's a
area
great
with the
idea.
book.
Yeah.
I'll just call it the Oasis of, he had first been dreaming about it, and then that kind of happened, and then he hasn't, been able to get back there,
Yeah.
really find anything out. So he's kind of thinking of like, all right, well, what if that lets me experiment around and find it, or maybe I can only find it through a dream state, I'm gonna roll a whiz save, and it's gonna be like
Disadvantage, I'd say, because
I
of
was
the
I was
day.
just gonna set a high DC.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
I mean,
like
that's
DC like
it.
16.
Because it's a shitty day.
Oh.
I mean,
Well,
he understands it.
Oh.
he does understand it.
For me, like doing this is like he, instead of impulsively going for it,
That's what
can
I was
think it
gonna
through
say.
and then make a decision.
I think it's more about the mindfulness here of whether it's like, oh, this sounds like something fun, I could do it, or whether that above the whiz save, I'm going to retcon it as that made him think I could go into the dream state and do it.
Sure.
So I'm gonna retcon that high whiz save was what made him think about being able to go into the state. Yeah, sure. I'll go
So
with
it
that.
takes the new okra.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go shopping for staff, like tripping on LSD.
They're gonna go by texture.
So
Okay. We're gonna
Smelling
have
every staff in the store.
Oh,
I need everybody but Ben to take off their headsets.
God damn
more
it.
whispers about the blaze. Let's go.
You keep giving these to Ben. I'm jealous.
Well, I have secrets.
As you smoke, you feel your body melt away in the beanie bag. You feel like you're sitting on a cloud and simply floating up into your own mind.
So basically, salvia.
And as you enter the dreamscape, you are not in the oasis, but rather you see a 3D version of yourself walking over to a creature. You can pick what creature. What creature would be in here?
Oh, that's a very big question for me. Okay, this is going to be counter question for you. The region, oh Christ, what the hell was the
Imagine everything
city
is
across? I was going to say like what would have been an animal from where I set up shop, with Simon's uncle, and if we had an animal like that as some sort of crest or something we used with the business. I just don't know what animal would be more native
probably
to that
like
region.
from Asherite, it would probably be like Wolverines or fuck, what do you call the other
Honey badger.
Let's see, other way. Badger.
Yeah, it was a honey badger. Nice.
Yeah. Not honey badger, but just badger.
Sure.
So you see this animal in front of you, kind of skipping about and being like generally friendly, coming towards you, and as you put your hands
Is it
on
normal size?
normal size, like everything seems normal, just kind of comes to you and you instinctively put your hands on it, kind of, petting, almost like it's a cat, but then you feel the need to turn this thing into money. And again, instinctively, without even thinking, you activate your ability to turn objects into money. But this time, no, instantly, like that that's not what living creature, right? But as you channel the energies within you that is brought from your ancestors, this badger shrinks and shrinks.
You're cutting out really heavily, by the way.
And as this badger shrinks, it turns into a glowing ball of energy. And suddenly, as you blink, you're standing in front of the black book with this ball of energy. and it opens and pulls out for you to put this core inside it. And as you walk towards it, the compulsion getting stronger and stronger with this energy ball in your hand, you simply let your hand touch the top page, and as if it was water, it creates a ripple, and you just put the hand into the book. And the moment that the badger core touches the book, it sparkles a little bit. And when you pull your hand out, the core is no longer with you. And instead, there is a line in the book where it says common badger.
Interesting. And is there anything else next to it? Because I remember there was something it said 0 out of 99. So, and there were different like pages. That
Yeah,
said
there wouldn't
that.
have been said like that. Would just instead like so. Imagine the top of the page would probably be like the Beast Kingdom, and then it would say now. So imagine that all the other texts are faded out, and then the common badger has like turned into actual ink.
Okay.
And then you blink, and you are living the best dream that you can, like barely being able to hold on to the dream that you just had before. And instead, you're living your best days in your mansion and like just good things. But the ordeal of the badger is kind of still bugging is the wrong word, but nudging your mind. And the power to turn something into not only gold, but creatures into these cores. And then we're gonna. Yeah, sorry.
As soon as you went and you go feel the urge to turn it to money, I was like, oh, this motherfucker is gonna do what he did. I knew that's as soon as you said that, I was like,
we didn't have a
that
dance
was
break
exciting.
anymore? We were like,
very distracting to have you guys
I know.
when I'm trying to look at Ben, and I'm trying to have like looking at the three of you doing this kind of hard to do my DM thing.
You just click the full screen and then
You've
full screen
said-
me.
Hey Tim, you've said that you don't react to stuff.
Yeah.
We got
And
you.
I didn't falter.
Boom.
I just said that it was annoying.
Aren't you used to
Well-
working with a bunch of kids?
Are you a bunch of kids? Do you want me to treat you like a bunch of kids?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I mean,
no, he doesn't. He respects us. He gives us encounters that will kill us.
I'm
It's
sure
like,
he
oh, you touched
respects
a hot
his kids as
stove, you
well.
got burned. Don't do that again. That's how he teaches children.
For Oscar,
Oh, yeah.
your hand is itching. It's killing you. You can almost feel like the nerves and muscles just pushing out into your hand and connecting again properly. And it
Everything's
just
knitting together.
but you're just laying there, and whilst it's itching, everything else is just so nice. And you
Fact
barely
that I
think about
actually
it.
know what that feeling is like, because I've had broken bones.
That reminds me of that scene in Aragon where he heals the shoulder wound with the peck, and it like talks about the muscles knitting, and then the guy goes like, "Oh my god, that's super itchy. I feel like I want to crawl out of my skin." And the book behind you reminded me.
When you say you've
So-
broken bones, you mean your bones got broken or you've broken bones?
No, my bones got broken.
Okay. Just making sure.
We are going to take a bit of a skip. We're going to continue the skip that we were on, but we paused the skip that we had to do this whole Kippo thing. And the rainy day that is the 2nd of sowing is going to melt away as we follow the characters kind of going about their... Yes, but...
I was gonna say, wasn't he gonna tell us about the Emporium thing he wanted us
Yes,
to
we will
invest in?
do that in a bit, but I need to kind of...
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fine.
sure. So, no, I mean, Yeah, I guess it's been a lot of focus on the two of you, so I want to
Yeah,
kind of
okay,
move it over.
you're-
So I want to take that at another point.
Sure.
You go about your days kind of normally. Oscar is having to change his routine now that he has only one hand, kind of focusing, more on then other parts of your body that you can channel your monk abilities through. We have Nasani using her knowledge about alchemy to create more perfumes and kind of touching up the warehouse when it's needed, where smells still persists, getting them
I mean,
away.
I can help magically clean this place, but I can only do like 1 foot at a time.
That's still better than nothing.
I can light
So,
it on
like,
fire.
And just for context, like the parts that are clean, the 1 foot, it's like spotless and shiny, and it just makes it look even dirtier on the areas.
You know what I'm imagining? I'm imagining like a square foot just cleaned out and then the blood seeping
Yeah.
back in and you cleaning that same foot again and just again and again.
And then she can say that she helped.
Exactly.
The warehouse slowly turns into something that is nice. I mean, it's better. We're gonna have some decorations, which I don't want us to decide just yet, but it is a big project. It takes a few days. And let's see. We're gonna say on Nekoli Day, so the Sunday, we're gonna jump another 3 days of time where Oscar's hand, surprisingly enough, after the okra has probably healed almost fully because of
Nice.
the herbs and the medicine that was given. It has taken a lot of rest. It has hurt, itched, and just been very annoying, but it is almost functional. You still don't want to entirely put your weight behind it there, but
Yeah.
it's yeah. Cass
still
and
gonna
Nasani has been fixing up the place and making it look a lot better. Unfortunately, the infrastructure in the form of walls and such are still going to need to kind of get fixed, but you have a clean slate now. You probably have, I'm imagining, a few beds or at least places where you can have bedrolls and sleep there. It's not smelly. There's no old boxes. There's like probably a small table with these like beauty things I can see in front of me. And you definitely made it yours. But we're gonna take a moment here and let you two describe. We're gonna go back to the warehouse and I'm gonna be giving you the map that is without all the stuff in a moment. Did I not upload it?
Didn't do his homework.
So how would you have liked to, what's the word?
Furnish.
Furnish? Thank you, Sarah.
Decorate.
Yeah.
Decorate, furnish it. What do the other people see as they come back one day? I'm wondering if we should actually do it like this. You know what? But Sarah can't share this screen. You talk and I'll try to do as well as possible.
Okay. I don't know really what you would do, Nasani, with the place, but I would be very like into trying to get it to feel like a brothel, basically. Not entirely. Like, yeah, I know. Like,
Ludus
no.
crude, we know.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm gonna shut
Sarah,
up.
we we killed your character so you wouldn't do this.
I know!
And now you...
I'm not trying to make it
You
into
kill her
a...
character so she wouldn't do this. Our character just conveniently died.
Okay. Let me start over, okay? I don't know about you, Nasani, but I think that the general gist from at least Cass would be that there would be a lot of like decorative like cloths and drapes and like just baroque style kind of thing, like too much. It's just too much of like everything that's fancy. That's what I think the Cassian at least would try to get. But I don't know
so
how you would do it.
Cass's approach to decorating a place is more is more, is what I'm getting. I feel like it might be like smart and practical. Actually, have a bunch of draperies as dividers, because we're no masons.
Yeah.
And we want some personal space.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we should have like a common area, and then separate our space. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, like
Within our space.
like having not like tents, but having sections that are like rooms, kind of. Yeah, I agree.
And instead of a big bunk room,
Yeah, exactly.
not a dormitory, we're going to try to have at least some dividers between the beds, especially in case someone decides to bring visitors. And you don't want to see that.
I think there would be a general consensus of don't bring fucking visitors to this place right now.
Or at all.
Yeah.
Just because you're jelly.
All right, so we're gonna live here. If we're going to live here, we need basic stuff. Need a place to eat.
Yes.
I mean, we can always go eat out. It's not, but we need a place to sleep,
Sleep check. Yes.
and we need a place to work. Whatever work is.
Okay. So they do need somewhere to fight? But I mean, it's out in the streets. They can just go outside. Then they fight, right? No?
Don't totally disagree with that statement. But yeah, I think we would need like a big table. We can
Yes.
gather there and eat and plan out stuff,
I like that.
and and we keep a space for storage, and then we separate the space so they can have their little cozy zone.
Exactly. I like that. I really like that. And also, I think we should.
I love the brothel idea. Don't think it's quite applicable to this building.
Is it
let's
qui-
keep work at work and yeah.
Yes, it's the quickest way to, I don't know, just explain it, I would say.
Okay.
And also,
Yeah.
I did not want to say it because, I kind of wanted to feel a little bit more like home. And if I would say that in the wrong company, they would
Never.
probably be like,
I
"Oh
never
no, what are you
lived in a
doing?"
brothel.
What?
I just want to make that clear for you. Not that kind of. It's okay. I appreciate, but not.
So it's not
Never
good.
lived in It's not bad. It's not bad. Dividing curtains, big table, and then some personal stuff.
Yes, I
Love
like
it.
it. That sounds good. Do you think
Oh,
that they
do we-
want a picture of Kipo?
How are you going to procure a picture of a dead person?
Well, I'm not gonna do it. I mean,
You're
you've seen
gonna
me
go
paint.
You're gonna go somewhere and you're gonna describe a dead person and hope that we get it right.
I just convince. I convince you to convince one of the others to go to a painter and an artist, and then they sit down, and you be like, "So how did this person look like?" And then you can show it, right? And then you have picture.
Okay, alternative. Why don't we just make a nice little altar with candles?
Yes.
Call it a day.
Okay. Yes. All the candles. We can get as much candles as we want, right?
As long as it doesn't become a fire hazard.
Oh, it's not gonna be a
Yes.
fire hazard. Not with me around. No. I'm great with fire.
I'm even more scared than before I brought it up. But okay.
Why?
Yeah, you can get some candles.
Good.
Sounds lovely.
Thank you.
Anything else you want?
Who's asking? The GM?
This is,
or-
I mean,
I
Tim
want
is
a.
trying to get you guys to have.
I would, if it's possible and we have the budget, I could use some kind of a working desk and at least something to cook in, like a fire source, of some sort, or like a
Cooking.
oh,
You
yeah, for like a cauldron and maybe some
Wood
decanters,
stove.
and then it could keep us warm. I mean, this place isn't too cold, but I'm not going to cook. What do I look like?
Yes, exactly. That is why I said I don't understand this situation. Anyway, that sounds fine. Do it.
Oscar?
I don't know if I want to be in character or out of character for this. Out of character, I'd suggest our bedrooms and shit are on the upper place.
There is
'cause
no
we know
upper
there's-
place.
Hmm?
There is
Isn't there
no
a
upper
mezzanine?
place. It
Oh,
is
right, yeah, it's
rotten, and you
totally
can build the
shattered
upper
and
place.
rotten. Well, I'd want to fix that as soon as possible because that's usable space. But yeah,
Time
money.
and money.
Yeah. Then for the time being, I'd want like an area dedicated to like just being an open space where we
Yep.
can just
I'm
train,
gonna
try out stuff.
Show you the picture that I have made. Foundry, and then screenshot. Oh, what? Can't put it in. Jesus. I don't know. How do? When can't I upload things? Drag and drop. Okay, this.
What about dragons?
I'm gonna put it in Discord. Just
Sure.
general. Something like that.
That's nice.
Ah, yeah. So
Nice.
happy.
Everybody
that's
else
Pretty
is
good,
gonna
yeah.
get to see in just a moment.
Can I request a carpet over the sewer grate?
I want the sewer grate to be there simply so that we know it's there. We can in
Fair enough,
canon.
but canon, it's covered by a carpet,
Carpet?
so that
Sure.
it's not
Do you want
totally
to?
visible to
I
everyone.
was thinking that the carpet that you have is Nasani's carpet because carpets are actually very expensive. So I was just thinking that Nasani probably have one that she could have brought over. That's me.
Nice
Upload.
fuzzy rug.
Save. Yes. Activate.
You do not own a token with vision
Oh,
on this
no.
scene.
Oh no, was the grid on here? Yes. Fuck. Ouch. Export now. Sorry for the time, everybody.
It's all good.
Okay, we forgive.
Talking to you.
Distraction. Ah.
Grid, make it.
Suspicious.
Ow.
To where your like gut reactions to stuff are amazing.
Mine.
Yeah, yours.
Yay!
That's because I don't think things through. I never do.
You can all restore yourselves to full HP. You can click the long rest button.
Whee!
Oh, thank God, I feel so much better.
Oh, that doesn't restore my mana, which is a little annoying. Whatever.
It should.
You can if you hold over it, Ben.
It did mine.
If you hold over the cogwheel to mana, you see how you have set it to short
Yes, there
rest.
we go.
You can
Got it.
set it to both.
Awesome.
Okay, so on the morrow of the 5th of Neck Holiday, you guys have restored this place to decent chunk. You are going to collectively have to pay for all of this 5 Ethereum.
Or that's just 1 Ethereum each, that's fine.
Which is in silver about
100.
100.
100.
Oh,
Oh,
100, not 1,000. I was like,
oh, yeah.
what?
No, 100 silver or 5 or 1 Ethereum. So you guys can lock that off.
Yeah.
Alright.
Boop.
Joshua
1
goes
Ethereum
to
gone.
the Temple of Serpanthia as he has done every single day. And Kinnan goes off to do whatever rascal business he does. Yes.
Would either of them take the lantern? Because I want to give the lantern to somebody, so I'm not just holding the other magic item.
Well, why not? You can hold the magic
Yeah,
item.
the magic lantern. I still have the boots.
I'd probably leave the magic lantern on the
Yeah.
table.
I mean, yeah, sure. We can have the magic lantern light in the place. I think that all of you have a key to this place. So that you guys have, so there's been made keys and such. The doors are relatively sturdy and such.
Sorry, I
What?
just had to make a bad dude.
What?
Oscar has all of the keys now.
Ah,
Get it?
it's a
No.
love joke.
Sorry.
I love
Alongside
it, but I
No idea what's happening.
No idea.
Thank you.
So she doesn't lose inspiration for that, but I lose inspiration.
I mean, I thought it was decently good, just that you didn't get it. Now, you guys have said to reconvene on this day around midday, or sorry, around supper time, to talk about your next move now that you have kind of dealt with this. And at supper, everybody has returned except Joshua.
you should probably remove his Thursday token then.
So you're all sitting. Someone is cooking. Who is cooking? Let's see whose time it is today.
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Oh yeah,
because
we're
it's
doing
hilarious.
rotations. We're doing rotations.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck, it would be Kinnan on the 5. Fuck. So Kinnan is the
You are Kia.
cooking. And making all the food and such, and then, bring it up. Where's Joshua? Anyone seen him?
Nice boy.
Up.
No.
No,
We saw him go
I
to the
assume
temple, right?
he's been going out early in the morning. I assume at least he just takes a walk to clear his head and visit the temple. Never really thought much of it.
But
I-
we said to reconvene at this time, right?
Aye, and he's usually back by an hour ago.
I wouldn't worry about it. Sometimes things come up and people are late. Goes on another hour, so be concerned. But
Charles, have you ever seen him be late to something?
no, but I've also I know things can come up, and I know he can take care of himself. So I'm certainly concerned here, but I'm not
All right.
worried for his safety quite yet.
Well, if you're concerned,
If there's anyone
why
I
don't
trust
you
to take care of
just,
himself here, it's him.
If you're concerned, why don't you just drink your head off? That's what you did last time, right? Maybe he's in a
No.
ditch.
What?
What? I'm just
What?
saying. What?
I think she's talking about the time she got bonked
Yes.
and we drank and she
And
disappeared.
nobody came to see me. No.
Because we said where the fuck we would go, and you went off on your own.
No.
And for the record, you said you wanted to be left alone. and we left you alone.
It wasn't to you I was speaking, but anyway, yes, I agree. Maybe we should go and get that one.
What? Do you even listen to what we say? It's like we say something and then it goes through your brain and then you spout something that doesn't have to do with anything and you try to make it sense and then the more you talk, the worse it gets.
Well, because you guys are mixing in feelings with everything. Everything is so bad then. Don't do that.
All right, don't worry
I
about
think-
your friends. I'll make
I
sure
think-
to never be late or something when it's you in charge of keeping track of everybody because you wouldn't fucking care, would you?
Yes, that's what I'm... No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that... whatever.
Yes, I think the situation is slightly different. The only reason they didn't come looking for you is because they were drunk. We're not drunk now. We have all our senses and we know someone's missing.
Okay, yes, fine. I
That's
see it.
it's the only difference. They would have totally went to look for you, if they had all their mind. It's just that they were irresponsible and they got drunk out of their wits
Yes.
and then they didn't come look for you.
It's okay. It's not like me to get jealous or anything like that. Those emotions are bad, so I am not... that is not what I was saying. I was just asking a little bit. But
Sure.
where do you think
Well-
that this guy would be?
This guy
Our
has a
friend.
name and
Yes,
has
Joshua.
saved your fucking life.
Yes.
Are we gonna eat dinner first? Because I'm kind of hungry.
Sure. And he kind of slaps down the soup that he's made.
Oh my
Kinda
god, me,
spills over
Sarah,
a
I
little bit.
fucking hate this. Okay.
You sit and eat, Kinnan scowling at Cass.
We need to gather strength, and as we eat, we can decide what is the smart thing to do, and where to go look first.
Yes,
So
why-
we don't have to talk and walk. We can just talk here.
where would we
Yeah.
go?
Temple of Sypanthia, I would assume, is our first best bet.
Okay.
Perhaps there's some ailing children that were there that required his attention. Always had a soft spot for little.
Good.
Sorry, I can't get this out of my head. Are you even a person, Cass? Or are you one of those automatons?
If I'm a person.
Yes.
Maybe not now. Kinnan, don't beat a dead horse.
I'm not a dead
I-
horse either.
You have like a flip where it's like, oh, I feel something. Click. Now I don't.
I'm just saying that, emotions are... Those are not good.
Who has beaten you so much that you think that having emotions is bad?
Let's not go there.
I'm
You
just
have no
saying
idea what
that-
you're talking about.
I,
Don't go there.
I'm going to go there. Like, who?
Kinnan,
I really like this furniture. I don't want everything to burn. I'm just saying, let's not go there.
I think that we deserve to know.
Okay, what is
You
it
didn't-
what you want to know?
I want to know why you're so distant. Why you seem to not like you barely have any emotion when it comes to Nasani, and she's apparently your good friend.
I have a lot of feelings for her. Don't worry.
Then why can't you show it so that we can know?
How am I supposed to show it?
Maybe can't ask you to smile because that looked fucking creepy when you did it the last time. You see me, feelings, I'm angry, I'm showing it, or when I'm very happy and sad, I hug or I cry. I show the emotions so that other people know how I feel and they can relate to me. But you're like a wall. We can't relate to you because we don't know what you're thinking or what you're feeling.
Kinnan, that's enough.
But it's true,
It's
isn't
been
it?
going
enough.
so good for you.
Just drop it. Please. Don't pick a fight with other people.
I'm
Again.
I'm trying to get to the bottom of the problem. Cass is going to be around. I can't understand him.
I don't understand you.
And I'm trying to create a bridge or something. But fine, I'll drop it. Fine. There, dropped. Gone. We're all thinking this anyway.
And where we go?
Okay, so you
What
want me
is-
to be a little bit more emotional. Okay, let's go right now because we are worried about our friend. I am not waiting for anything. I am not gonna sit here and eat. I need to go and find Joshua. Goodbye.
Yes. You forgot to eat your side.
I don't care.
And then
Cass
stands
is a
up.
sensible. Cass is a sensible one. It just doesn't show most of the time. You have to give some
Sure.
room. He doesn't. He's really bad at this stuff. He's bad at this stuff. Some things you're bad at. Some things I'm actually good at pretty much everything. Not to put this. But you know, there are some
It's nice to
things
stroke
that
your
some people
fucking
are
ego,
bad
Esme.
at.
Listen, Kinnan, I don't know what the hell's
Kinnan
going.
is going after Cass, by the way.
I'm gonna be walking behind him.
Yep.
First with me, now with Cass. You need to cool it. We're all stressed, and we're all doing this. But do not take it out on us. We are not your enemies. So please stop trying to pick a fight.
Listen, I'm not trying to pick fights with Cass. I'm trying to make them understand why it's hard. Am I doing it the right way? Maybe not, but I don't know another way.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to tell you to, when you're doing it the wrong way, to stop so we can figure out the right way to do it. But when you tell us that you're not trying to pick a fight, but the way you're going about it is antagonistic and, quite frankly, picking a fight, you know, it's difficult for us to work with you to find a different way when you don't seem to want to accept that there can be other ways.
So what would you want to do about our sensible robot?
Ignore.
Ignore. You would ignore the festering problem you've got in your home that's getting in between everywhere.
But here, yes, the difference is I don't consider it festering because I'm ignoring it. When
Right.
he
And
does what he needs to, as long as he is doing the work around and stuff, I don't give a rat's ass if I know about his past. Personally speaking.
it's not his past that I care about. It's just I'm wondering how they think it's human to even be
Why
like
is
that.
it wrong? Is it inherently evil or bad?
Is it going to... I
That's
don't
not-
care if it's bad, but
Then if
Charles,
it's not bad, you don't have
Charles.
to have an issue with it.
Charles, I have an issue with it because they're here, they're with us,
So
and I
let's
don't want...
identify the issue. The issue is you feel that they're not emotional enough, or you feel that they're not
I am
communicating
feeling
how they
that I
feel.
can't... Yes,
Okay.
yes, what you just said.
So this comes down to then communication. So when we want to talk with these people, right, we don't need to ask, you know, what trauma or things they may have had in the past that caused them to be like that, because ultimately that's not what you care about. You just care that they communicate. So perhaps when we go forward, we can talk more about this and be like, Cass, you know, would you tell us, you know, how this is making you feel? It's necessary for me to feel like we're working as a group. Don't make them feel bad for who they are. Make them feel happy that they might want to change and open up. And you will get significantly better results out of it. Just sit on
I
it.
hear what you're saying, but it doesn't matter. We've tried that as well.
Have we?
Yes.
Have you? I haven't
I
seen it.
very, very vocally told them that I would care for them if they would go away or die equally as much as someone else. And I've tried talking and being nice and asking in a sensible manner for them to explain. But when I hear that emotions are bad, I just feel that. And Cass, by the way, you're probably hearing all of this as they're walking not
Okay,
far behind
yeah.
you.
I'm
So
looking
it's like-
for Sir Panthea.
Yeah. So I don't get it. Like, if you're calling that feeling bad, then you're missing the whole point of life, and I just feel sad for them. I
You
want
might
to
be getting
help
hung
them.
up on that. I feel like that wasn't quite what they meant. I feel like it was just a very poor phrasing of words that you might be getting hung up on.
Cass,
Ignoring.
Cass, could you please explain what you meant with feelings are bad? Do you truly believe that feelings are bad, as in you shouldn't feel?
I cannot hear you.
Oh.
See? I'm right.
Well,
Am I childish?
you can
Yes.
feel right and bitter, or you can decide to let go of the need to feel correct in this instance.
He stops and he looks at you. I think you're misunderstanding why I'm doing this. That person right there is hurting and is missing the point of life. And if somebody doesn't come and unravel what the fuck happened to them, they're gonna go on with their life thinking that that's how you're supposed to live it. And I have seen too many people whittle away without living their life to the fullest.
I agree with you. But when you see a hurt or a wounded animal, what you don't do is try to force upon it and push further and further and further until it accepts your health through submission. You try to coerce it, and you try to be gentle with it, and you show it love until it builds up trust with you, and then it feels safe and opens up, and you're able to help it.
Absolutely not. That might be how you've done things or how you have been able to do things, but no. Sometimes you have to crack the shell.
I think that this isn't one of those times, and I feel like that is the key point in which we disagree. If you say that I've done this before, which I have, then you're admitting that this is a feasible way of, solving. So where impasse comes is whether or not you believe that this is a situation that can be solved. But I digress, and he's gonna kind of walk back, because I think my food is here. So,
Digress.
yeah.
The fuck is that word?
Well, look it up.
Oh, Keenan says that.
What do you think, Oscar? I think the soup is very nice. It's a little low on seasoning. It's like mostly water, but I believe the intention was great, and it's quite aromatic.
I can probably
Oscar's
see
just
you
there,
like adding
"I've had
some
worse."
salt and sort to it.
Like just out of my perfume pocket, I'm just going like, yeah, it just needs a little more flavor. Fuck, I'm out.
I'm assuming that eventually you as well go. You hear like
Nazani's not gonna stay alone behind.
you hear like from one of the side. He's like, Cass, it's not that way.
Shut up! Or I mean, steal your tongue.
Fucking hate Charles, he mumbles. Look, I'm sorry. Just slow down. And then, like he says again under his breath, I'm really sorry. I'm not really sorry. Like, but you don't hear that. That's just like us, the audience, hearing.
Yeah, I just let him catch up to me, basically.
Yeah.
Just, like...
Standing and, yeah.
Yeah, not really standing, still walking,
Also,
but
so you're walking. He's like,
very slowly.
the others needs to... What?
I swear,
I'm
if I
the
went
jo-
out of my dinner hour for this Joshua dude and we just find him feeding some kittens, I'm not going to be happy.
Anyway, what are you doing? You looking for something too?
You see him like holding everything in, standing silent as the other people come up, and you're all gathered in an alleyway, not too far away from the gatehouse to the main district.
I'm just looking for Joshua. I don't know what you guys are doing here though, but
I just wanna say, Oscar did not go running after anyone. He finished his meal, and then after he
Yeah.
was done, considering he's faster than everyone, just like light a
Yeah.
jog.
Yeah. You you see Kaelin like scowling at this point when you're taunting him, and he's like trying to hold it in.
What church did you say this guy belongs to?
Sort of panthea.
I
It's
heard that before.
in the Holy Hexagon. Big church
Mm.
where he goes every day, which
Yep.
you would know
Oh yeah.
if you knew anything about him.
I'm not too big on the religion stuff. Usually the cleric ones are not the one that come to see me. It
Keenan,
happens. Don't get me. It just doesn't happen often.
how old are you, Keenan?
18, soon to be 19.
Wait,
Aw.
Congratulations.
you were
I
like
guess.
16?
You're almost a man.
He doesn't
Aw.
answer.
Anyway,
He looks at
Would you
Nasani.
all just stop antagonizing each other?
I'm
Holy-
not antagonizing. I'm just
Yes,
trying to
you
teach
are.
him. What?
No, you're not. You're being condescending. You're being condescending, he points to Nazani. You're being antagonistic to whatever the fuck you want to do.
I just
Me?
said. I
Yes.
just said he's nice and young. It's a good thing.
You said
that was
I'm
implied
almost a
in
man.
that he was immature and almost a man, implying that he wasn't one. You were pointing out his age as some sort of means by saying that he's young, so therefore his points are invalid, which is completely untrue. His points can be valid regardless of age. You're picking a fight with Nazani because she's friends with Cass right now, and you're mad at Cass.
Honestly, I was
Yes.
not going for flirting, but I get how that could be understood that way.
And Cass, just be yourself. Stop trying to pick a fight with him. It'll get over it eventually.
Being themselves as well. And he stops himself.
You see those emotions that you are having right there? Those can be used against you. Do you know that?
Yes,
That's what I'm
Yes.
trying to protect you from.
I trust you, so that way you don't use them against me. And I'm trying to have Kinnan here understand that when he acts like that, it will make you feel like he will use those emotions against you, and you will never open up. So we just need to actually build trust, work together, and understand we're in this for the long haul. And let's just please fucking focus on, finding Joshua.
And by the way, if I truly wanted to use something against you, Cass, I could literally throw you under the bus and tell the assassins where you are.
At this point, if there is any light source or anything that I might have had nearby,
Yeah.
I'll
I
just...
think for coolness,
Yeah.
let's say that there are several torches around you, like
Cool, I'm
sitting
gonna
on the
summon
side.
them
Yeah.
to my hand and just stand there and
Yeah.
fighting
And
the
do you know
animals.
what? And do you know
So-
why?
So
I
we
don't-
have a missing plant, right?
He just kind of. I don't do that. I don't throw you under the bus because I want you here. I think that we need you, and I think that you're good at what you do, even if what you do is being a pyromaniac.
Pyromaniac is the same... oh, what the fuck?
But I just. I'm sorry, but I have hard times or trouble understanding you. Like now that I threatened you, I can clearly see that you're angry because I cornered you.
No,
But-
I'm not angry. And I shake it off. Like, no!
Yeah. And he's like- and that's what I mean. I just. Normal people, those who don't have people around them that would use feelings against you, show stuff every time. And that's how we learn and get close. I understand that something has happened to you in the past where you feel a need to have these walls up, but we're your friends. Friends don't keep friends out of their walls.
I disagree. I think friends can establish whatever boundaries they feel comfortable with, and as a friend you should respect them until they decide to lower said boundaries. They're not obligated to lower and share
No.
everything with you right now.
They're not. I get what you're meaning, and I'm not saying that you are needed to do it, but the point that I want to make is that you don't have to hide what you're feeling to us, because it only, what's the word? Like, what would they use? Like, if we, like, this is Team Talking Africa, we use alienate, right? Because aliens,
Ostracize.
like, ostracize.
I was gonna
yeah.
say ostracize.
But not showing emotions just ostracizes you from us. Nasani understands you because sometimes you probably let her into your walls, but what do I need to do to earn your trust?
That's the question you should ask. Good job.
I don't know. The- Because if you say that, you're not gonna use that against me, that makes me a little bit unsure. Because, Nasani showed me that I could trust her. I didn't have to ask her. I just started to trust her because she was actually there for me and actually fucking listened to me. Oh, sorry. She actually listened to me. And when she didn't laugh at me because I was feeling a certain way. She didn't slap me because I was angry, or she didn't do anything like that.
I don't usually slap people unless they specifically ask me to. Surprisingly common.
But that's not the
I just love, like, I see that this, like, very emotional moment is going down and everything. And you just, like, what Rox is saying is, like, Nasani's inner monologue almost that she just lets out. And nobody even, like, acknowledges it, but it's like she is the main character. She is, like, the focus always. And I just love, like, these small moments where she just shares. Nobody asked.
No.
Nobody had anything to do with it. But she just, oh, and this and this and that and that. And then just the conversation continues without a single mark done by the remark. But, it's hilarious. Continue.
I don't know. I just yes, that is what I need. I think I need to make sure that you guys can. I don't know how you earn my trust. I don't give a shit. I don't know. How do I
But
earn
I
your
give
trust?
a shit. You earned my trust when you stuck around instead of running when the automaton almost killed us all.
Yes,
Because that showed that you were dependent. That showed that you would do what was needed.
Dependable.
okay.
He's young. He doesn't have the good.
All right.
If you need for us to trust you, and you're telling that you can talk, then you have to talk. You're not saying anything. You're not sharing anything out of your own will. And I've tried pulling it out of you, and it doesn't work.
Well, it might not work as you might have intended, perhaps. No.
You storming off and shouting that we need to find Joshua.
Yes.
Are
Which,
you
by the way,
telling
we're
me?
doing a terrible job of doing.
What? It is this direction. I know it is.
You point in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Of course.
Oscar just silently, like,
Look,
Just-
I never said he was smart. It's well
Gently.
meaning.
But if you want me to get all cryy and lovey-dovey, I can...
Now you're being condescending again.
Is that condescending? How is that
Close
I
enough.
don't think they were being condescending, Keenan.
No.
I think that's just how they talk.
Let's continue talking about this another time. I think.
Did I do it wrong again?
No,
No,
I
no.
think that we made a lot of progress today.
Yes.
I think people just need to sit and digest, because otherwise we're going to get off topic and people are going to not understand the important things that we made.
Okay.
As a group, we've established, right? I think we can go that we're looking to build trust, and Kinnan feels trust comes from communication, and Cass feels trust comes through action and showing. So as we continue and do things more for each other, Kidden will be able to show Cass more, and Cass might talk more, and then hopefully everybody can get along, and we can just work as one nice, cohesive,
Orgy.
No.
Oh!
Oh, a team. That's the word.
Why do you insist on this? And like he'll turn, but sure.
Okay, we're going
One
after
cohesive.
Joshua now. We find your
Okay,
friend. Yes.
we just
Joshua.
we just had this talk about trust, right? So he says he goes to this church every day.
Yes.
Do you guys
Aye.
see him go to the church every day, or does he tell you he
Yes.
goes to the church every day?
I
Okay.
follow him most mornings.
I start walking
you
in the
do?
direction that Oscar pointed. So I'm
I
just
probably would have gone with him to a few after I had
Yeah.
the discussion with him about Serpentia.
Yeah.
Because like I hear it a lot. No, I swear my husband was at the temple. I'm sure, and I'm,
But he
you
was
know,
actually with
I know
me.
I know where the husband was. You know,
We
just
know,
making sure.
Nasani.
But okay,
We
so
understand
he-
where the husbands were.
Okay, he does go to the temple. We've established that. Okay.
Unless he can teleport, yes.
I am
Just
so
lost
confused,
one
I don't get
hypersexual
this
character
shit.
and got another one in return.
You continue walking towards the Holy Hexagon and end up in a large crowd as you're trying to pass through the gates from the Emir Ward. And this large gathering is quite unusual. And you see how the gates are, like the larger gates are actually closed, whereas it's only like the small part in the gate that's open. And you see how a banner kind of hangs down from the side where it says mandatory. What's the word, like pat downs, like the customs? What's the word for what they do? Searches is the wrong
Body
word, but
search.
yeah, like mandatory, like when you have to tell what items that you have and such, and they look through. It search is such wrong word for it.
Security checkpoint.
Security checkpoint. Sure, we'll go with that. There is now a nice. We'll change from the banner to a nice wooden, like. I still only get the banner, but what would you call it? Like the wooden plaque, like
Sign.
a what?
A wooden sign.
Sign. That sign is so small. This is like an 8 meter by 2
Billboard.
meter. Billboard is wrong because you put things. Yet you get the point. Who cares? There is a
Placard. I
there's a
don't know.
big sign where it says security checkpoints, and then there's a little sign like next to it where it's like kind of reads what it does, and people are angry. And you see the guards are like thoroughly looking through, and they're opening the gates for people who are coming with carts, but they're checking everything. And this is like, Jesus.
Is
what the
there
fuck are they
anyone
looking for?
exiting?
Sorry, exiting. You are technically exiting? I don't like coming from the other end, you mean?
I mean, like someone who's been in
So
and
let's see.
went through security and
wrong
out,
one.
basically. That's what I'm
So-
looking for.
Yes, there would be. Just one moment, and I'm gonna show you. It's right next to the temple where you guys would be trying to pass. Oh no! Put the dice.
I was already on the right map, and now it's loading again.
Yeah, I accidentally did the wrong map. So there is a gate. There's doors open. You know, the people inside are trying to get out of the Emir ward, and then there's people passing into the Emir ward as well. Do you want to snag one of those people?
Yeah, definitely.
Sure. Okay. So you see a rather confused gentleman in his 35, 40-year-olds kind of standing there and kind of patting himself down, making sure that he has everything.
Are you alright? Did they manhandle you in any way?
Like he looks up and he's like, "Oh, not manhandle," and like sees you and like, no, they didn't. Oh.
Wow, that's. I don't know how I would react if these people were like touching me all over and taking my stuff. You're quite brave.
You see all the ideas in his mind go before his eyes as you stand there, just saying that one line, and then he kind of, no, they just wanted to make sure that there was no what's the word, contraband on me.
Contraband. What is the occasion for such a search?
Fuck if I know. Oh, sorry.
No worries. I've heard nastier things. How was it? How was it inside once you passed through?
You see, like the
Security as
flushness
bad.
going up. Inside, there's no inside.
Other side, it's a wall, like a gated community.
I mean, other side. How's it on the other side? Is there like security like that everywhere? Seems a bit excessive.
I don't know. Maybe just to the Emir ward.
You have
He's
no idea what
focusing way too
reason?
much on your twiddling with the hair and such as.
Yeah.
I lean into Keenan a little bit, not too close, but
Yeah.
I'm like, just, that is exactly what I mean. People are stupid with emotions. Just watch. That's what
He kind of just stands there and.
I'm looking for a person that gives me a little bit of trouble. I don't want to give you trouble, but he looks like, and I'm gonna describe
you're not
Joshua.
giving me any trouble.
I'm gonna describe Joshua.
Yeah.
Have you went past a person that looks like that?
No.
He's like young old. No, that's the other one. That's young old. He's that guy.
Yeah.
I've described you in great detail.
No.
No, not at all.
No, I haven't seen anything. And like,
You've never.
he is trying so hard
Yeah.
to keep his eyes above your neck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to look at my face.
he like looks a bit flustered. And just.
So you're sure you haven't seen anything else of note? Like anything out of the ordinary?
No, nothing.
Could really use that.
There's just a lot of guards on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, a lot of
they're
guards on the other side.
searching
They
people.
They're just searching. They're not aggressive.
I mean,
Looking for contraband.
they took someone away when he wasn't letting them search him, but he doesn't match the description.
Sorry, what did you say that they were searching for?
He kind of like keeps staring at Nasani and then just like.
It's okay, you can look at her.
Sorry, I have to go now.
want.
Like my wife is expecting me home.
Oh, you're right. This one is much better company, but okay. What do I know?
Kinda just walks. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't have anything more.
No worries.
It was a pleasure seeing you, meeting you.
I'm sure it was. Have a nice one. Alright, I didn't get anything out of the dude. It's the best. I mean, they're doing searches. I don't want to do search.
Oh, sorry, Nasani. Did I stop that magic thing? It seems I did.
No. It's nothing magic. I'm just very attractive.
You see Kinnan just kind of stand there and nod.
I just look at him, really
Oscar's-
poignant.
Yeah, I mean, he.
Meanwhile, Oscar's just there like,
Yeah, Charles too. Just doesn't get the allure.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just watching this happen. Like,
Everybody's
Alright,
just thinking
So
of their
do we
penises.
want to go to the place where the bodies? Is that what you guys are thinking we should do?
We should go through the checkpoint, the security checkpoint, as they call it, I guess. Get to the church.
I mean, like, how deep are they gonna search us? Because, like, I have a lot of
have I
I
gone
have a
through
lot of things in my bag. It's gonna take a while if we just try to empty it out.
I'm just curious, Azani, do you... I'm assuming you must, but the words that you use, I'm assuming you do specifically to get people to think about specific things.
No, I
just
think
say
that's
that
just
she makes you
puberty
think
hitting
about
you.
sex, my man.
What did you say, Joshua?
Yeah, 18. Joshua's here.
I just think that means
Oscar.
you're becoming a man. It's okay.
Right.
It's very natural. It
No,
happens.
sure. I'm not tripping, right, Oscar?
No, I'm sure it must be very hard for you, Kinnan, to
See,
accept that people.
you're doing it as
you
well.
know, I just to accept
These
that not
word
everything you
plays.
hear.
Right? They must be, because you did look at that man. Look at the poor sod. The only thing he was thinking about was fondling your bosom.
Oh no, that's so bad, right? She almost got that information from him.
I'm sorry,
I
I
was-
couldn't pick.
I was
I couldn't pick a
curious,
more
and I
intelligent
asked a
one.
question, and you're
Sometimes-
just throwing
sometimes I
shit
get-
at me.
What?
I'm
You know
not
what?
throwing shit. Sometimes maybe yes, not this time. It's
I'm
just
going to give you these
normal.
two, and I'll see you on the other side. And he walks into the
Was that to me or
the
you?
crowd
I don't get
as he's
it anymore.
flipping you all off.
I
Have
don't
I-
know if this Kinnan guy really wants to get along, or if he's just using like rescinding the team effort as an excuse to talk shit to people.
He is just.
Well, here's the
frustrated.
thing. You didn't know Kinnan before, only really Oscar and I did, and well, he was different. And then one of our companions died and changed. And
Oh, the one with
the other
the wings?
companion, Trippo, yes, died, and he changed some more. And I just think it's a lot for him. And you
Oh.
guys might see him as an asshole, but you know what he keeps saying about, you know, the person, this, and opening up. I think he's projecting a lot, because I think inside he's feeling scared and lost a little bit.
Of course.
You know, like you said, he's not even 18, and he's seen 2 people die in horrible ways. Don't know much about his past, how he grew up, or whether it was in the streets or the slum.
Yes, and that's why
I
I'm
think-
trying to make him understand that, showing all of that might be a problem.
Yes, but
He's
what
young. He'll
you're not
figure it out.
understanding is that people process things differently. And for you, putting up walls
Oh,
and
yeah.
hiding everything might be easy because you've had more time. But for Kinnan, this might just, be an overload. I just see him as scared compared to what he used to be, and lashing out. Fear and anger, and not knowing how to process it. So I know it's not fair to ask this of you, because, he shouldn't be acting the way he does, but
It's okay.
have a little patience, boy. He's not what he's not the person he's made himself out to be these last.
No,
Please.
it's okay. It's fine. Water under the bridge and all of that. It's fine. I mean, I don't know what to do or say, so I'm just gonna be quiet, I think. Might be good.
You
Please
Uh,
don't.
I'm just
seduce the
gonna-
boy. He only has
Oh.
enough blood in his body to function with one of them working. He's no use to it. Half conscious.
I can't quite help it, but I'll make it happen. I will though. I think we should follow him because I don't know how patient he's
Yes.
going to be with the security process.
Yes,
And
no,
I
no, no,
wouldn't
let's
want
go.
him. I wouldn't want him to deck a guard in the face,
Tim,
which is an eventuality that could happen.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yep.
What's the height of the wall?
These
Naruto.
would
What I
be
missed,
the
she's laughing.
first wall that's sorry, that were constructed, so they are quite tall. I think that these would be 45-ish feet.
Okay, and what's the height of the buildings around them? Around it?
So the only buildings that so the only buildings that are like very
There's
close to it
buildings,
would
like-
be there's a large gap here.
Well,
Like
yeah,
you have
I
to
know.
remember that this is not to scale. Like there's
I
a
know.
40-50 feet gap, and I think that this is probably the only buildings that would be even plausible to be close, and even then you have like a 30-foot gap almost. But height
I
of
have a
these would
fast-
be maybe 15-20 foot, so you still have 20, and then the remaining 20, which is 40, and then so 20 it's so 400 800, and then what is it, like 335?
It's gonna be 2
maybe?
square root 2
Yeah, so I
times
think
10.
it's like 30, so maybe yeah, you still have to
Math.
jump a long way.
Yeah. Is there anything else written other than just security checkpoint?
Oh, you'll have to talk to them.
Oscar sighs before he goes after the others and just goes straight for one of the guards.
Oh shit. You are going to have to push through a lot of guards to do that. Oh, sorry, a lot of normal people.
I just want to talk to the closest guard.
And they're all busy doing their searches. Like there is no available guard, so to say.
Okay, in that case, I'm just closest person that's not part of the party. Just excuse me.
It would be 40 feet that you have to jump.
That's a lot.
Yep, that's how walls work. Like you say, excuse me, and like people just like turn to you. Hey, don't cut the line. Get in back. We're all waiting here.
Not trying to cut the line. Trying to ask questions.
You're disturbing the guards. It's taking longer time. Just get in fucking line like yourself.
Fine. Then I'm asking you. Huh? Sorry.
He just did some noise as you said fine and looked constipated. He looked constipated and said,
Do you guys want to cut the line?
there's like 45 people waiting.
Just random person in the line.
Yep.
Just excuse me. What's the security checkpoint for?
I don't know.
He's calling out just to everyone in the line. Does anyone know what the security checkpoint's for?
You hear like the guards. Yes, it's to make sure you don't have any fucking bad things on you when passing through. Now get in the line if you want to pass.
And what are bad things?
We'll tell you when you get to the front.
Unfair.
Ooh, could I cast invisibility on myself?
Sure, it's gonna probably make a bit of a noise and such, but most people aren't really focused on you, but it's still gonna be weird.
Like, try to find somewhere probably to the side or maybe a little more secluded.
Sure. You walk off, cast invisibility on yourself.
Yep. I want to just kind of, I won't say like push my way through, but like try to move my way closer to the front to see what the hell's going on.
Sure. They are literally just searching people. And like, as they are, like, just like customs would, they would take the bag, like, do you have any drugs on you? And then kind of looking through, like, any pointy things, anything that hurt people. But it looks like they're searching for something specific. Like someone / something specific is what they're searching for, but they're telling everybody the same thing.
I'm close to Nasani, I think, at this point, and like really struggling with keeping my cool. I would say that you have definitely seen this when I'm not feeling comfortable with how much people there are around and stuff. So
Yeah, there's a lot of shoulder pressure.
I don't like it. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of like just really
Um,
just trying to struggle through this.
All right. So are we going down the legal way? Are we just gonna like put the weapons back and then go in, all of us, or are we just trying to get 1 or 2 people in?
No, I guess we are all going through this shithole. I
I-
guess.
Okay. Do you guys have weapons and stuff you want to?
I don't.
I have a new quarter staff. Since it's been 3 days, I probably went to buy one.
Yes, I
Yeah.
would say so too.
Yeah, so I probably
Uh,
would come back and pull that.
Before you go back, you see Kinnan walk up as it's his turn, and he kind of just. Kinnan has almost nothing. He has almost less than what Oscar has with him. Just a tiny satchel, and that's it. So he just puts it down and gets asked these questions, and he just goes like, I've got nothing on me. Search the fucking bag. Go ahead. And then he just goes, so why the fuck are you doing this anyways? The guard. Just making sure there's a lot of shit in through the Ward. We got enough drugs on our hands. The guard captain Milo wants to make sure that crime gets less.
What did you say the name was? Milo?
Milo. He's starting to weed out some of the guards as well to make sure that, the blatant corruption also slowly gets washed away.
I thought one of the guard captains died.
Yeah, that's the new one that Oscar told you about. The one that's an asshole and is basically disappearing people.
Right. It was Randall DeShaw that was the first guard captain that got murdered.
Yep.
Right. I kind of have an idea. Probably a very bad idea,
Yes, just say it.
but it might be fun.
Mm-hmm.
You spell Milo's
Can we,
last-
before we
MILO.
say this idea, I need to put just to stop here so we can take a break.
Sure.
Because I need to just take a moment and stand up and such.
Is that like a Rubik's Cube?
We will see you soon.
Post-its.
Don't go anywhere and fill up the popcorn. Cause shit's gonna be real. Bye.
What was that?
Like it's post-its, Ben.
Yeah, we're
So the
Look.
party stands debating whether or not they should pass through the security checkpoint that has been put up by the guards. And I believe we left off just as Nisani was going to spill an idea.
All right. So I have a bunch of stuff in my purse, right? And basically I have powders of different colors and liquids of different colors. So I have a feeling if I put everything out, right, and something catches their eye, we're gonna have a good idea of what they're looking for. If it's really a contraband.
Sure.
But fuck. And now I'm just gonna. That's Roxanne saying the logic I had. Also, Zani. I kind of feel like this is like we're not the first person people who think this is not a good thing, and like they probably had a bunch of complaints. So I'm thinking maybe we could ask to talk to the manager.
You want to go full Karen on him, right?
okay, Karen.
So what I'm thinking is, I go up there and I react dramatically to being searched, and then we might get a person of authority to come in. But if what we want is to lay low and not see a person of authority, I'm not going to do this.
Yes, I mean,
I
I
think
don't
we'd
know.
rather.
Okay.
Yes.
It's what I was just pitching the idea, just in case you are like, oh, we really want to meet this guard captain and know exactly what is going on.
Oh no, I'm avoiding that guard captain as much as we
Yes,
possibly
I
can.
think so too.
Okay.
But
okay. So
pull
we lay
it
low.
out if we need it, right?
It was a last resort plan for
Yes.
if you
but
wanted me to.
good
Tim,
to
you
have.
said Kinnan got searched and
Mhm.
they
No,
didn't really
They
care.
did not touch this person. He put his purse down, and then they searched. Person.
Okay. So they didn't search his person.
I mean, again, he has very tight-fitting, simple clothes. If he was hiding anything, like, it would show, kind of deal.
In that
Okay.
case,
Yeah, I understand.
Oscar has a set of thieves' tools. Would those fit in a boot?
No,
Because that's the only
I
thing
mean,
I'm
you can
concerned
take
about.
out like the lockpicks, and then the thieves' tools aren't as suspicious as.
Yeah, he's gonna do that.
So I think like there is one more thing I believe that the thieves' tools have that looks weird. Let's see. Set of lockpicks, small mirror mounted on a metal handle, narrow blade, scissors, pair of pliers. So if you give that to Nasani, it probably looks more normal for her to carry that.
Yeah. Zani, do you mind if I give you these, just taking out the lockpicks and handing her the rest of the toolkit?
Oh, no worries, no worries.
For
So
security,
you want to try to sneak them in, or
I
just
don't
bring
think
them in legally?
I don't think they should be a problem if they're on you. I just think they'd look more suspicious on me.
You do look a bit suspicious. No offense. No offense. I think it's a good look on you.
I am genuinely offended by that.
We'll work on it. Alright, gonna put that in my pouches.
And the lockpicks are going in Oscar's boot.
Cool. Yes, Mr. Charles.
Well, that's going on. How realistic is it that I could like sneak past this checkpoint?
Very.
Very.
You can just walk behind them.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
sneak through the checkpoint because I don't want them searching and being like, "What is this?" to the fucking ivory tower.
Yeah, you walk through, and
What I wanted to look first before you say I look through. Did it look like there was some kind of like little metal detector thing that they walked
No.
through that might have looked
No,
more like
you
a
walk
little
through the
magic
door.
detector? Okay.
I'm just wondering if Kinnan picks up on you being there.
Roll a stealth check, and if it's passive perception notices.
Roll it. It's just that he has it too, and you have been invisible near him before.
Yeah, where's this
Advantage.
advantage? How do we like the new dice? I made them a little less monocolor.
You walk through and get to the other side where, in the left side of the door, you go out of the Emir Wood, and the right side of the door, you come into the Emir Wood, and it looks the same on the other side. Kinnan kind of walks up to the one side and stands leaning on the wall. The others come up to the part where you get searched, and the guards just kind of look at you. Please put your belongings on this table, open up any sort of bags and such so that we can see in them. Is there any things that we'll hurt ourselves in if we search the bags?
No, I don't think so. There is a set of manacles in my backpack, but I'm fairly certain you're not gonna lock yourself in them accidentally.
They look at Nasani.
Oh, okay. I have a lot of things. Women and their purses.
I'm asking if you have anything sharp when I put my hand in your purse.
I don't think so. Oh, I have these, and there's I'm going to take the lockpick tool and say these might be a bit sharp. That's all the sharp things I have. The rest is just like little glass bottles. Try not to knock them over. I don't want them to explode.
Explode?
I'm joking.
Bad joke to tell somebody searching you for stuff that might hurt other people.
I mean,
Literally
I have
like
a lot.
saying
I
bomb
have
in
a
an
lot of.
airport.
I have a lot of perfume.
You have a lot of what?
Perfume.
Please. And he gestures for the table.
All right. So there's one vial. 2 vials. Yeah. She's gonna pull out 8 vials of nice looking perfume, and then a bunch of ingredients and glasses and gizmos and measuring things. Yeah, it doesn't look like that much stuff could fit in there, but she has a system.
Cass and Oscar has been let through halfway through of you putting things up. So you're just standing there putting one thing out after the other.
No, I'm going.
The god's standing there like, good gracious God, what the fuck? And then when you're done...
I think that's it. Is there a problem with any of this? Any of these colored powders or liquid? Oh, make you feel... Huh?
You're mumbling.
Oh, apologies. Does everything look in order?
I just see the sun very purposefully does anything look
Yes.
and the
Yes.
god you probably feel a sting of oh no, when the guard just completely doesn't give a shit, just looks you in the eyes. You can put them back.
Thank you so much.
The rest of the party, they're like, holy shit.
Yeah,
This
you
is
put
gonna take
everything.
an
The thing is,
age.
if you do it too quickly, I think that the thing is that they probably wouldn't give 2 shits with your disguise kit.
Okay.
It works so well with having the perfume and everything.
Yeah.
So they let you all through, and then going over to.
And there wasn't a liquid or powder that they got interested in, and they were like, "Oh shit, this is suspicious." No, clearly not looking for drugs.
Either this man knows his perfume, or there was nothing that he cared about.
And yet somehow I feel
People are looking for drugs. Really
Please
don't
just
think.
move on. Stop the questions. Get on.
Have a nice one.
And yet somehow I feel like he would be exceedingly interested in toxic masculinity.
Oh Jesus! Kinnan just kind of. Oh, fuck, Charles! What the fuck you doing?
Yes,
What if they had?
Where is he?
What if they had like some magic thingy detections?
They didn't, obviously.
What?
Obviously, but it would look fucking weird if you suddenly popped invisible.
Yeah, but it didn't.
Looks even
Sure.
weirder for you to stand here and talk to yourself.
This would
No,
be
I
before you
in
guys
in,
go
in
through.
chat. Yeah.
Alright.
Just okay.
Turn yourself visible.
I did. Did you not read chat?
Yes, but this would probably be the conversation up
Okay.
to the point where you
Got it.
enter visible.
Yeah, obviously. Give me a second.
You just
Turns, and then
boost
like
and then
in my mind, it's kind of like, you know, when the invisibility stops, it's like goes feet upwards and then, you know, slowly melting away when you let it go yourself, and then you just show up as a person that you haven't been before. So I think that in my mind, you kind of cast the disguise self before going like out of invisibility, so that when you go visible, you come out as the other person.
Yeah. that works.
No, that's fucking weird when you show up as a different person.
Yeah, you can't trust people who change their appearance magically.
You can't be having a moment and then
Sorry.
disappearing off into whatever else you're doing.
Sorry, I zoned out.
Yeah.
That was just me zoning out. Repeat what you said.
You can't just
Sorry, regarding the zoning.
turn yourself visible and look like someone else. That scares the hell out of me.
Yes, well, why not? They haven't seen this person before. It's maybe a little sloppy.
Can look around and be like,
It's hard. I've been thinking I might just pick some poor chap and make him my go-to.
Imagine when the guards come knocking on his door, asking him who's been robbing all of these places, to taking him into custody.
Funny.
We should probably. Do you know what? We should find somebody that we don't like doing that to. Like, if we ever need, I don't know, some scapegoat. And then, like, Cass walks out. Just like, you know,
Yep.
the audience gets
Yes.
the idea
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
have them two talking. And then, like, in between
Yeah.
them, you just see Cass. And Cass does this, like, kind of, somebody's talking about me look as you turn to the others and you all are reconvened. And then, like,
I'd look down.
No, I know what you're thinking.
no.
No.
No. Why would. If I want Cass gone, I'll just
it.
throw the
No.
assassins after him.
Cass, are you okay? Is this man bothering you?
Yes.
He's gonna give him. He's gonna give him like a friendly note.
This geezer is trying to steal things from me. Please get rid of him.
You! That is, this is, this little one is my buddy. Stay away from him. Okay?
Pass. Pass.
Yes!
And in a really shitty voice, you're just gonna hear Chelsea. Oh, what?
Or what?
What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna tell you to kindly move aside, or I will send the guards on you.
You bring the guards over here.
Could
They
you
don't give
roll
a
an
fuck.
insight with disadvantage, Cass?
Yeah.
Oscar's constantly just like,
Cass, it's.
I'm just like I'm wondering, like, does Cass have no charisma or intelligence?
No.
Uh,
Oh, I
Charles,
love him.
you're not even trying.
I literally can't fail. I have +8 to deception.
Yeah, so Cass, like, Kinnan probably sees and he's like, Cass, it's Charles. Calm down.
I wanted to see how that was gonna go. I was gonna try to provoke her character into giving a response for Kennen.
I was just about to, you know.
I know. I didn't want you to do that with the guards being there. And where the fuck's Nazani?
I don't know. She's doing her woman thing. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I want to be a woman. Sometimes I don't. Because, like, look at that shit. She has to pick
Like,
up all
you
the shit.
smell her before she comes around the corner. Just like the smell of exoticness spreading, like, 95% of the men turn their heads in the queue as she comes out and like follow her, and like
Boys.
you probably hear a slap from somewhere where some wife or something is in the line and seeing them doing that as well. And then she comes in and says, there she is making a scene.
Well, actually, if you think about it, I mean, she's not really a woman. She's more of a, what's it called? What are those called? The ones with the and the big wing. Yes.
Angel.
She's like one of those. No. One of the ones that trick you.
Oh, the succubus.
Yes, she's like one of those.
Siren. Oh, this one. It's two.
So she's the sex demon.
I mean, have you looked at everybody in the... I'm making a joke, no offense.
Nasani,
For next time,
Hello, boys. Sex demon. Are you talking about me?
I was
was
just going to
making
say that,
what-
Cass. Apparently you don't mind. Right.
Oh, okay. That was actually what you. Oh, that was actually what you were.
I was going to
talking
say
about.
that Cass
Oh.
called you a sex demon.
No.
Aww. It's
Yes,
okay.
I did. She's a real sex demon.
can we
I
possibly
do
refrain-
I do what I can.
Yes, she
Can we
does. But
possibly
I'm invincible.
refrain? Can we possibly refrain
Oh.
from talking about sex demons? One of our
Fine,
friends
yes, wait.
was a
We keep
victim
getting
of one.
sidetracked. We need to find
Fine.
Joshua. Can we just
Yes.
Right.
let's right, everybody.
Yes.
We all
And
good here.
you walk over towards the Temple of Serpanthia in the Holy Hexagon. This large building that is pretty modest in comparison to the other temples. Let's bring this chart up for everybody to see. So we have 6 primal gods. It is Fortress, the god of time; Numindar, the god of darkness; Asalar, god of light; Vona, the goddess of death; Julis, the goddess of life; and Serpanthia, the goddess of good and evil. These 6 gods are thought to have been created by the universe. They are the stuff. They are something that no matter where you turn and how you try to twist and change the sight of something, these 6 things are thought to be something that the universe needs to be working. And then everything underneath that is something that the humans create themselves, kind of thing. So Serpanthia is the one where it's hard to put a finger on it because it's always in the eyes of the perceiver. So if you watch somebody murder somebody, then you would deem that action evil. Whereas the person murdering somebody might be doing it because like they feel justified for a certain number of reasons, and they might see it as they're ridding the evil or the world of evil, and thus it is a good action. So
Yeah.
it's a church with very many different branches. And this one here, particularly in the Holy Hexagon, is of course focused on the good part, where you're meant to balance the scale of evil with good and do good things, because there's other beings out there that will do the evil things. But again, the goddess herself is not either side. She's both parts of the scale, and she tips it whichever way that she pleases. Now, Serpanthia has 2 heads. So coming up around the corner and kind of looking into the large temple, you see a massive sculpture which is half angel and half demon. And this marble statue is kind of peering down very judgingly, because that is what she does. She judges on the people walking around. And you would see that within the church, the priests are wearing a milky white dress with like a black seam, black what do you call it, the like rope that holds together the robes. Carve?
Belt?
Belt? Thank you. It's just
That
like
was a hard one.
Yes, like sometimes Tim forgets word. But there's no Joshua whatsoever.
Hmm. Can we go ask one of the church buddies if they've seen him from today? He usually comes.
I walk up towards one of the what I deem is
Yep.
the priest or whatever.
They turn to you. May Serpanthea guide you and judge you fairly.
May Serpenthia guide you and judge you fairly.
Thank thee.
I was wondering, a friend of ours, Joshua is his name. He visits here quite a lot.
Your friends of Joshua's?
Yes. Has something happened to him?
Yes, it has. We reported it to the guards, but he was early this morning. There were two men came in, clobbered him, and carried him away.
Do you recognize this?
I wasn't here, but
Who was?
nobody that's here right now. I think most of
That's
them.
not what we asked. Who was?
If I tell you a bunch of names, are you going to know exactly who they are or where to find them?
Maybe.
No, so then what does it matter if I'm telling you their names?
Well, I've been here before a couple of times with Joshua, so I'm assuming I might have been introduced. He might have said, "Oh, Charles, this is so and so and so and so."
I'm going to be honest. Joshua does not have that relationship with the other acolytes here.
Okay.
Well, I am a little bit. This Joshua is a follower of your faith, no? And
Yes.
isn't it important to stop the clubbing of those that follow your god?
I'm sorry. Are you accusing me of not doing my job when I wasn't here?
No.
What am I going to do? Suddenly teleport
I
here
am
and do
sorry.
something?
Please, do not. Nazani, talk to them. I can't. I just not.
Would you? Sorry, we're learning. We're teaching him. We're working on his skill. What time? Can you give me a time of this
Just
abduction
before-
taking place?
Just before morning bell, I was told.
Okay, before morning bell. That's how many hours ago?
So morning bell would be about 7
And
a.m.
now it's
Now it's later afternoon, maybe 5:30, 6 p.m. or so.
Alright, so we would like to meet a first-person account of the events. We want the same thing
can't-
as you. We want to protect
Yeah, but
one of your own.
listen, I can't do magic. We've talked to the constables, and they've got the accounts of everything. So if you need, I guess you can go over and talk to the guards.
You've said it yourself. They're not quite inclined to talking these days. Are you sure there's not someone amongst you who could do us the great service of detailing us the events?
They're all home.
None of them live in there?
No, the temple doesn't work that way. You see, we've got morning service, and then we got evening service, and we changed shifts about 30 minutes ago.
The faithful that come here. Do they?
Could you please repeat yourself?
Sorry. The faithful that come here to pray, are some of them very assiduous? Like they come every day, morning and night?
What people are you talking about?
I'm wondering if a member of your congregation might have visited the church at the same time as my friend. If perhaps the people who work at the temple don't, maybe one of the attendees might have seen something.
No, they're not let into the church before morning bell. the morning service come, they light candles and they spread the incense. And then they open the doors and there's a morning sermon. And apparently, either just as or just before, he was taken.
You do realize that's not a lot of information for us to go from. You do realize that
Listen,
they're not
lady, I
gonna
don't
do
give a
anything.
flying fuck. I can't give you any more information. I don't have it. What do you
All
want
right.
of me? I'm
I
not an
just want to know-
almighty
Blessings.
person. I'm
not
worried
trying
about my
to-
friend, and I get that you're
I-
worried as well. So could you please stop accusing me?
I'm not
Nazani.
accusing you of anything. I
Nazani.
apologize if that's the way it came across. I just want to know who knows.
And I'm telling you, the priests that were here in the morning. And I don't know who was here. I'm not
Thank
eligible to
you.
know the schedules.
Come,
I-
Nazani. I
Very
start
much for
pulling
your
you.
help. We'll do our best to find him.
If you want information, go to the guards, or you can sit outside and wait for the people to come back in the morning and hope it was the same people as yesterday.
Thank you very much. Apologize for coming across quite strongly.
He looks visibly upset and having to balance the feeling of, the scared feeling like, what the fuck is happening, and confusing and all of that. But here is actually where we're going to stop for today.
Yay!
However, prior to stopping, we are going to have an echo. The smell of incense stings the nostril as it rises from the censer. Joshua walks down the aisle, slowly lighting the candles inside the temple dedicated to Serpanthea as he spreads the smell of cinnamon and lavender throughout it. He has done this every morning for the past weeks, making sure to wake up early so that he can make it to the temple before it opens to the public. As he walks, he doesn't look at anything specific, allowing himself to focus on the other senses. He tries to listen to what is being said between the Grand Bishop and the two cloaked figures that seemingly always find themselves in the temple prior to opening bell. His round starts near the door and then ends as he gets to the large statue carved out of a massive slab of granite. For every candle he lights, he gets closer, trying to light the candles as quickly as he can without making it seem like he is doing exactly that. As he nears the three men at the top of the church, he suddenly feels an exploding pain in the back of his head. His surrounding suddenly melts away. The last thing he feels are four meaty paws grabbing his limp body. The man standing near the statue turns at the sound of hardwood hitting flesh and looks to Joshua being dragged away by the ruffians. Since the church is empty, nobody else notices the men exiting through the gate. Entering the city, one of the men puts his limp body on his shoulder and walks eastward. And that is for players and audience, but not for characters. So, hopefully tomorrow we are going to have the resolution of this. Because otherwise when Simon comes back, he's not going to have a character.
Don't fuck it up. That's what you're trying to say.
Don't fuck it up.
You made me
Don't
laugh
fuck it
so hard
up.
I spat on my notes.
Don't fuck it up.
up.
Yeah, oh
Don't
my
fuck
god.
it up.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Then just so everybody knows, we are probably, hopefully, gonna be streaming tomorrow. Tales of TPK as usual, and yeah. So don't go anywhere until then.
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
Thank you
Don't
everybody
fuck it
for
up.
everything. So
Oh
we'll
wait,
see-
I have to
we'll
mark
see.
that I got a thing of chat D6 inspiration
you have
Yes,
to.
Rox has to as well.
Have a good one.
Well, I already have a
Bye.
D6 of Tim inspiration, so how does that
Yeah,
work?
but they stack.